With their recent promotion via the playoffs back to the Football League, we're looking at a brief history of Grimsby Town Football Club. Yes, we reignite our football club histories series, and we're going to look at the Mariners from Grimsby. Now, they're founded in 1878 and they're originally called Grimsby Pelham Football Club. Their home ground since 1898 is Blundell Park, which currently seats 9,002. But a fun fact about Blundell Park, it's not in Grimsby, it's in Cleethorpes, which is literally just down the road, and they're only just in Cleethorpes. So it's not as if they're like miles outside of the Grimsby area. They're still in the local area, they're just in the next town along. Now, they first joined the Football League after playing in the Football Alliance between 1889 and 1892. In 1892, as that first initial expansion of the Football League from the original 12. Their highest ever league finish is 5th in Division 1 in 1934-35, but the 30s is actually their most successful spell as a football club. They reached 2 FA Cup semi-finals in that decade as well. So the season after they finished 5th, in the 1935-36 season, they reached their first of 2 FA Cup semi-finals. And in 1938-39 season, they get their highest ever attendance at a neutral venue, mind, at Old Trafford, of over 71,000 against Wolves in the second semi-final they appear in. So they actually, had a chance. Just imagine if results had gone differently that day. How different the history of this football club could be. They're also the first club back in 1954 in English football to appoint a foreign manager in Elmer Berkesi. Yes, before Shankly is manager, a Hungarian of Elmer Berkesi is their manager in 1954. So that's an interesting fact. Now, they've spent 7 seasons in total outside the Football League because they were actually thrown out of the Football League back in the 1909-1910 at the end of that season. They applied for readmittance because you had to do this at the time. You had to constantly, apply for your membership of the Football League back in those days. And their application to reapply for the following season, the 1910-1911 season, is rejected, and they are forced out the league for the first time. And they go and play in the Midland League, which they are champions of in their only season. That's one of the honours and one of the few trophies they've ever got their hands on. At the end of the 1910-1911 season, they are readmitted after, again, applying to join the Football League for the second time. And they're voted back in. They replaced their big rivals, Lincoln City, were thrown out. Again, under the same policy of every season you have to, reapply for your membership. Lincoln City have their membership revoked, and they're thrown out. Grimsby are back in. Fantastic. They stay in the Football Leagues until 2010 when their first relegation, because back in the day, as I say, promotion relegation between the non-league and the Football League didn't exist. It was about applying for your membership. So it's like your yearly membership renewal. They survive 99 years as a Football League club consecutively before their first spell in the National League, the proper non-league as we would call it today, back in 2010. So in the 2009-2010 season, it's their first relegation out of the Football League by promotion relegation. They stay in the National League until 2016 when they again get promoted. And then they get relegated again at the end of the 2020-2021 season. They spend the one season back down in the non-league before winning, obviously, promotion, beating Solihull Moors 2-1 in the recent playoff final. And they're a Football League club again. So there you go. Now, some other little fun stats. They've had more seasons in the top flight, predominantly in the 30s, than in the non-league. They've got 12 seasons in the top flight in total, 7 seasons in the non-league if you include their 1 season in the Midland League. So 6 seasons in the National League, 1 season in the Midland League. Now the Midland League is still actually going, just it's actually a few levels below the National League now. So the non-league has completely changed its structure, so to speak. Now, we're looking at their highest attendances at home, not including their FA Cup semi-finals at neutral venues, even though the Old Trafford neutral venue was actually the highest FA Cup semi-final attendance. Yes, at a neutral venue. That is actually a fun thing against Wolves in the 1938-39 season. There you go. So their records, highest league attendance is 26,605 versus Stockport County on the 11th of April 1952. Stockport County also getting promoted back to the Football League as champions of the National League this season. Fun fact. So they'll be playing each other again in the league this coming year. The highest FA Cup attendance at home is 31,651 versus Wolves, again in the 30s, on the 20th of February 1937. So this is when they were both really top sides. Wolves obviously are a Premier League side at the moment. Their biggest home win in the league actually comes before they joined the Football League the first time round against Darlington, an 8-0 on the 21st of November 1885. Their biggest away win in the league comes in their only season in the Midland League, of which they are champions, an 8-1 versus Croydon Common on the 18th of January 1911. So they prove they really are. They should be a Football League club because they're, well, beating everyone basically. An 8-1. You rarely get those lopsided scores if you're in the same league these days. Very rarely. Now, their league most goals in a season record is 42, and that is held by Pat Glover, a legend of the club from the 30s, who had 42, in the 33-34 season. So imagine a player getting, over 40 goals in a league season in English football. Doesn't happen. Messi and Ronaldo in Spanish football, maybe, but in an English league season, doesn't happen. Not even Lewandowski, the dominant Bayern side of the last decade, has got over 40 league goals in a season. That is ridiculous. So 42 in a season, in a top flight season, is really hard to do. Very rare, actually. The most appearances all time for the club is John McDermott. Between 1987 and 2007, so a 20-year period, he played 647 times in all competitions for the club. Their honours. Now, if I include, obviously, playoffs, most recently, obviously, being the non-league playoff final against Solihull Moors, this total will be higher. But as a Football League club, they've won the Football League Trophy back in the 97-98 season. And as a non-league club, they won the Midland League, obviously, in 1910-1911. In their only season in that competition. Now, that was actually a very good competition back in the day historically. And as I say, their second readmittance to the Football League via application was back in 1911. Their second appointment to the Football League when they replaced Lincoln City. So that's a little fun fact as well. Big local rivals getting replaced by them. So there you go. So there's my brief history of Grimsby Town Football Club. I mean, I could have looked at every single league finish and gone how consistent they were in the 30s. But I find some of the fun facts is their highest league attendance comes against Stockport County, who they will be playing against in the Football League again this season. That was 70 years ago. 70 years ago, their highest league attendance was against Stockport, who ironically, they were playing against this league season in the non-league. So now that'll be another Football League fixture back again. Been a long time since that's been a Football League fixture. Very long time. And maybe they do get Wolves in the FA Cup this coming season. That could be fantastic as well. 42 goals in a top flight season by Pat Glover. That I don't think that happens in the Premier League ever. And I don't think it's happened in Football League history for a very, very long time. I'm going to have to look at top goal scorers in the top flight and see the last time a 40-goal season was completed by a player in the top flight in English football, because that hasn't happened for a very, very long time. Ridiculously long time. But unfortunately, they didn't win those FA Cups in the 30s, and they couldn't win a Division 1 title in the 30s when they were a very, very good side. And since World War II, their fortunes have been obviously less successful. But there you go. There's a brief history of Grimsby Town Football Club, who ironically play in Cleethorpes. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully Grimsby Town have a very successful League 2 season this year, and hopefully we see them higher up the Football League pyramid than they've been in recent years. Thank you very much for watching. Please place your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll have some more videos for you very, very soon.